Hello, friends. Handshake sparkles. A very warm welcome to our amazing coin collection channel, United States. In today's video, we are going to explore some interesting and historical United States Jefferson 5-cent coins, the 1979D, 1987, P, 1990D, 1991D, and 1998 P. Jefferson nickels sparkles. These beautiful American coins feature the portrait of the legendary leader Thomas Jefferson, along with famous inscriptions such as "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "E Pluribus Unum." On the reverse side, you can see Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, which is considered an iconic symbol of American history and architecture. In this video, you will learn white heavy checkmark the history of Jefferson nickels. White heavy checkmark details about the 1979D, 1987 P, 1990 D, 1991 D, and 1998 P coins. White heavy checkmark coin designs and inscriptions. White heavy checkmark mint marks and their importance. White heavy checkmark coin values and collector interest. White heavy checkmark rare full steps and error varieties. These coins are not just simple 5-cent currency pieces, but also an important part of American history, culture, and numismatic heritage. The Jefferson nickel series is truly fascinating for coin collectors and history lovers around the world. Fire! So make sure to watch the video until the end. And if you enjoy rare and historical coins, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bell sparkles. The 1979 D. Washington quarter dollar is one of the most recognized coins in modern United States coin history. This coin was produced by the Denver Mint in 1979 and carries the famous portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States of America. The inscriptions found on the coin include "Liberty," "In God We Trust," "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "quarter dollar." These words represent American values, freedom, unity, patriotism, and the national identity of the United States. Even though the 1979 D quarter was made for daily circulation, today it has become an interesting collectible coin among numismatists and coin enthusiasts around the world. The Washington Quarter series first began in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birth anniversary of George Washington. Originally, the design was planned only as a commemorative issue, but because of its popularity, it became the permanent design for the U.S. quarter dollar denomination. By 1979, the Washington quarter had already become one of the most circulated coins in America. The 1979 D quarter continued this long tradition and was struck at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin near Washington's ponytail. The obverse side of the 1979 D quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head appears the word "Liberty," while the phrase "In God We Trust" is written on the left side of the portrait. The year 1979 appears at the bottom. Washington's portrait is based on a bust created by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. The image symbolizes leadership, honor, and the historical foundation of the United States. Many collectors admire the clean and classic appearance of this design because it remained in use for decades before the state quarters program began in 1999. The reverse side of the coin displays an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation. Below the arrows are olive branches representing peace. Above the eagle are the words "United States of America," while "E Pluribus Unum" appears above the eagle's head. At the bottom is the denomination quarter dollar. This reverse design was also created by John Flanagan and remained a powerful symbol of American pride for many years. The combination of the eagle and olive branches reflects the balance between military strength and peaceful intentions. The phrase "E Pluribus Unum" is one of the most important inscriptions on United States coins. It is a Latin phrase meaning "out of many one." This motto represents the union of the American states into one nation. The phrase first appeared on U.S. coins in the 18th century and continues to be a major symbol of American unity. On the 1979 D quarter, this inscription reminds collectors and historians about the cultural and political unity of the United States despite its diverse population and regions. Another important inscription on the coin is "In God We Trust." This motto became the official motto of the United States in 1956. It reflects the country's spiritual and historical beliefs. The phrase first appeared on U.S. coins during the Civil War period and later became standard on all American currency. On the 1979 D-quarter, the motto appears clearly on the obverse side beside George Washington's portrait, adding historical and patriotic significance to the coin. The 1979 D Washington quarter was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition. Unlike older silver quarters produced before 1965, this coin does not contain silver. The coin consists of an inner core of pure copper covered by outer layers of copper and nickel. This composition was introduced because rising silver prices made silver coins too expensive for circulation. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Its reeded edge gives it a distinctive appearance and helps prevent counterfeiting and clipping. The Denver Mint produced a very large number of 1979 D-quarters for circulation. More than 489 million coins were minted, making a common issue in circulated grades. Despite its high mintage, collectors still seek high-quality, uncirculated examples because many coins entered circulation and developed wear over time. Coins with strong strikes, bright luster, and minimal contact marks are especially desirable among collectors. Coin grading plays an important role in determining the value of the 1979 D-quarter. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS-70. Most circulated 1979 D-quarters are worth only face value, but uncirculated specimens can be worth more depending on their condition. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services often command premium prices. Exceptional examples with full details and attractive mint luster may be valuable to serious collectors. The 1987 P. Jefferson nickel is an important coin in the history of United States coinage and remains a favorite among collectors of modern American coins. This 5-cent coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P mint mark located near the date on the obverse side. Before 1980, Philadelphia nickels usually did not carry a mint mark, but beginning in the modern era, the P mint mark became standard on many coins struck at Philadelphia. The Jefferson nickel series itself began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and by 1987 it had become one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The coin features several well-known inscriptions, including Liberty, In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. These inscriptions symbolize American unity, patriotism, faith, and democratic traditions. Although the 1987 P nickel was produced mainly for circulation, it remains an important collectible because of its historical value, classic design, and connection to everyday American life during the late 1980s. The obverse side of the 1987 P. Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the country's most influential founding fathers. Jefferson is especially famous for writing the Declaration of Independence and for greatly expanding the United States through the Louisiana Purchase. The portrait on the coin was designed by Felix Schlag, whose work became one of the most recognized designs in American numismatic history. Jefferson's image dominates the obverse side, while the national motto, In God We Trust, appears along the left side of the coin. On the right side are the word Liberty, the year 1987, and the P mint mark of the Philadelphia Mint. The design is simple yet elegant, honoring Jefferson's contribution to American freedom, democracy, and leadership. The reverse side of the coin displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate located in Charlottesville, Virginia. Monticello is considered one of the most historically significant homes in the United States and reflects Jefferson's interest in architecture, science, and culture. Above the image of Monticello appears the inscription, E Pluribus Unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many one. This motto symbolizes the unity of the American states into one nation. Below the building are the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Collectors admire the reverse design for its balance and architectural detail. One of the most important features studied by collectors is the visibility of the steps beneath Monticello. Coins showing clearly defined steps are called full steps nickels and are much more valuable because they indicate a sharper strike and better mint quality. The 1987 P. Jefferson nickel was struck using a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This durable copper-nickel alloy has been used for Jefferson nickels for many decades because it resists wear and corrosion. The coin weighs exactly 5 grams and measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter. It has a plain edge without reeds, giving it the smooth appearance typical of nickels. The strong metal composition allowed these coins to survive years of circulation while maintaining much of their original detail. During the 1980s, nickels were heavily used in everyday American commerce for vending machines, transportation, restaurants, arcades, grocery stores, and countless small purchases. The Philadelphia Mint produced an enormous quantity of 1987 P. Jefferson nickels for circulation. The mintage reached hundreds of millions of coins, making the coin very common in circulated condition today. Most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 5 cents because they are still widely available. However, collectors search for high-quality uncirculated examples with strong mint luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp strikes. Coins graded in mint state condition by professional grading companies, such as PCGS and NGC, may carry higher values depending on their quality. Full steps examples are especially desirable because they are much more difficult to find in top condition. The late 1980s were a significant period in American history. The United States was experiencing rapid technological development, economic growth, and major political changes around the world. Coins like the 1987 P. Jefferson nickels circulated during a time when personal computers, video games, and modern communication technologies were becoming increasingly popular. Every coin from this era represents a small piece of everyday life and economic activity in the United States. Collectors often enjoy imagining the journey these coins took through banks, businesses, cash registers, and the hands of millions of Americans. The 1987 P. Jefferson nickel is also interesting because collectors search for mint errors and rare varieties. Some examples may display off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clip planchets, or other unusual minting errors. Error coins are highly collectible because they are unique and much scarcer than normal issues. Even a small minted mistake can significantly increase the value of a coin depending on the rarity and condition of the error. Roll searching for Jefferson nickels remains a popular hobby because collectors hope to discover valuable varieties, old nickels, or rare error coins hidden in circulation. Jefferson nickels are among the most affordable and accessible coin series in American numismatics. Many beginner collectors start with Jefferson nickels because complete dated mint collections can often be assembled without spending large amounts of money. Advanced collectors, however, focus on high-grade examples, full steps coins, and rare mint errors. The 1987 P issue represents an important part of this long-running series because it preserved the classic Jefferson and Monticello design that remained largely unchanged for decades before the redesigns introduced in the 2000s. Felix Schlag's artistic design became one of the defining images of American coinage during the 20th century. His portrait of Jefferson and connected American currency directly to the nation's political and cultural history. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum" further reinforce national values and traditions that have appeared on United States coins for generations. Even though the coin's face value is small, its historical significance and collectible appeal continue to make it important to numismatists and historians alike. The 1990 D. Jefferson nickel is a significant coin in the history of United States coinage and remains a popular collectible among coin enthusiasts worldwide. This 5-cent coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark located near the date on the obverse side of the coin. The Jefferson nickel series was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel, and by 1990 it had become one of the most recognizable and widely circulated coins in the United States. The coin contains several important inscriptions, including Liberty, In God We Trust, E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. These inscriptions represent American values such as faith, freedom, unity, and patriotism. Although the 1990 D nickel was created primarily for circulation, it has become a respected collectible because of its historical significance, attractive design, and connection to everyday American life during the early 1990s. The obverse side of the 1990 D. Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the nation's most influential founding fathers. Jefferson is best known for writing the Declaration of Independence and for greatly expanding the country through the Louisiana Purchase. The portrait was designed by Felix Schlag, whose artistic work became one of the most famous coin designs in American numismatic history. Jefferson's left-facing portrait occupies most of the obverse side, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," appears along the left side of the coin. On the right side appear the word Liberty, the year 1990, and the D mint mark representing the Denver Mint. The overall design is simple, elegant, and respectful, honoring Jefferson's legacy and contribution to American democracy. The reverse side of the coin displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate in Virginia. Monticello is considered one of the most iconic homes in American history and reflects Jefferson's interest in architecture, education, science, and culture. Above the image of Monticello is a Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. This phrase symbolizes the unity of the United States as one nation formed from many states. Beneath Monticello are the inscriptions Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Collectors admire the reverse side because of its balanced design and historical significance. Many advanced collectors pay special attention to the steps at the base of Monticello. Coins with clearly visible and complete steps are called full steps nickels and are considered more valuable because they demonstrate a stronger strike and superior mint quality. The 1990 D. Jefferson nickel was struck using a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the standard alloy used for Jefferson nickels for many decades. The coin weighs 5 grams and measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter. It has a smooth plain edge rather than a reeded edge like dimes or quarters. The durable copper-nickel composition helps the coin resist wear and corrosion, allowing many examples to survive circulation for decades. During the early 1990s, these nickels were used daily across the United States in grocery stores, restaurants, public transportation systems, vending machines, laundromats, and many other commercial activities. The Denver Mint produced an enormous number of 1990 D. Jefferson nickels for circulation. The mintage reached hundreds of millions of coins, making the issue common in circulated condition today. Because of this high production, most circulated examples are worth only face value. However, collectors continue searching for uncirculated examples with strong luster, sharp strikes, and minimal contact marks. Coins certified by professional grading companies, such as PCGS and NGC in high mint state grades, can be worth more, especially those displaying the desirable full steps designation. Full steps examples are more difficult to locate because many coins from this era were weakly struck or damaged during mass production and circulation. The year 1990 was an interesting time in American history. The United States was entering a new decade marked by technological innovation, global political change, and economic transformation. The Cold War was ending. Computers were becoming increasingly common, and modern communication systems were expanding rapidly. Coins like the 1990 D. Jefferson nickels circulated during this period of transition and became part of the everyday lives of millions of Americans. Every circulated coin carries a hidden story, passing through countless hands, stores, banks, and communities over time. For collectors, these coins serve as small historical artifacts connected to a specific era in American culture and economic life. Collectors also enjoy the 1990 D. Jefferson nickel because of the possibility of finding mint errors and unusual varieties. Some coins may display off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clipped planchets, or other minting abnormalities. Error coins are often highly collectible because they are unique and much scarcer than regular issues. Even minor minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value, depending on the type, rarity, and condition of the error. Searching through rolls of Jefferson nickels remains a popular hobby among collectors hoping to discover rare varieties, valuable errors, or older coins hidden in circulation. The Jefferson nickel series is one of the most accessible and affordable series in American coin collecting. Many beginners start collecting Jefferson nickels because the coins are inexpensive, easy to find, and historically interesting. Some collectors aim to complete date and mint sets, while others specialize in full steps coins, proof issues, or mint errors. The 1990 D issue is an important part of the series because it preserves the traditional Jefferson and Monticello design that remained largely unchanged for many decades before later redesigns were introduced. Felix Schlagg's artistic design became coinage in the 20th century. His portrait of Jefferson and depiction of Monticello connected United States currency directly to the country's historical and cultural heritage. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum" further reflect national ideals that have appeared on American coins for generations. Even though the coin's face value is only 5 cents, its historical significance and collectible appeal continue to make important to numismatists and historians around the world. The 1991 D. Jefferson nickel is a well-known United States 5-cent coin that forms part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series. This coin was produced by the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark located on the obverse side near the date. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 and replaced the famous Buffalo nickel design. By 1991, the Jefferson nickel had already become one of the most recognizable coins in American circulation. The coin includes several important inscriptions such as "Liberty," "In God We Trust," "E Pluribus Unum," "United States of America," and 5 cents. These words symbolize American freedom, faith, unity, and national identity. Although the 1991 D nickel was produced mainly for everyday commerce, it has become a popular collectible among coin enthusiasts and Jefferson nickel collectors. The obverse side of the 1991 D Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the most influential figures in American history. Jefferson is remembered as a principal author of the Declaration of Independence and for expanding the nation through the Louisiana Purchase. The portrait was designed by Felix Schlagg, whose design won a national competition in the late 1930s. Jefferson's left-facing image dominates the obverse side of the coin. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears along the left side, while the word "Liberty" and the date 1991 are displayed on the right side. The small D mint mark beneath the date indicates production at the Denver Mint. The design is elegant and timeless, honoring one of America's greatest statesmen. The reverse side of the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous estate located in Virginia. Monticello is one of the most iconic homes in American history and reflects Jefferson's passion for architecture, learning, and innovation. Above the building appears a Latin phrase, "E Pluribus Unum," meaning "out of many one," which symbolizes the unity of the American states into one nation. Beneath Monticello, the inscriptions "Monticello," 5 cents, and "United States of America" are clearly shown. The reverse design is admired for its balance, detail, and historical significance. Many collectors pay close attention to the steps of Monticello because coins with clearly visible full steps are considered more desirable and valuable. The 1991 D. Jefferson nickel was struck using a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This durable metal combination has been used for Jefferson nickels for many decades because it provides strength and resistance to wear. The coin weighs 5 grams and measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter. It has a plain edge rather than the ridged edge seen on dimes and quarters. Because the coin was intended for circulation, millions of Americans use it in daily transactions, including vending machines, grocery stores, public transportation, and small cash purchases throughout the early 1990s. The Denver Mint produced an enormous quantity of 1991 D. Jefferson nickels. The total mintage reached hundreds of millions, making the coin very common in circulated condition. Due to its large production numbers, most examples are worth only face value when heavily circulated. However, collectors still search for coins with exceptional quality, strong luster, and sharp details. Coins graded in mint state condition by professional grading companies such as PGS or NGC can be worth more, especially examples with very few marks and excellent eye appeal. Full steps nickels are especially popular among advanced collectors because the complete visibility of the steps on Monticello indicates a superior strike. The early 1990s represented an interesting period in American history, and the 1991 D. nickels circulated during a time of significant global and domestic change. The Cold War had recently ended, Technology was advancing rapidly, and the United States was entering a new economic era. Coins like the 1991 D nickel became part of everyday life for millions of people. Every circulated coin carries traces of history, passing through countless hands, businesses, and communities. For collectors, these coins are more than simple currency. They are historical artifacts connected to a specific period of American culture and society. Collectors of Jefferson nickels often enjoy searching through rolls and coin jars to locate better quality examples, older dates, or mint errors. The 1991 D nickel can occasionally be found with minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clip planchets, or other unusual features. Error coins are highly interesting to collectors because they are unique and often much scarcer than standard issues. Even small minting mistakes can increase the value of a coin significantly if they are dramatic and well-preserved. The Jefferson nickel series is especially popular because it is affordable and accessible for collectors of all experience levels. Unlike rare gold or silver coins that can cost large amounts of money, Jefferson nickels allow beginners to build impressive collections without spending heavily. Many collectors aim to complete full date and mint sets, while others focus on high-grade examples or full-step varieties. The 1991 D nickel remains an important part of these collections because it represents a continuation of the classic Jefferson Monticello design before later redesigns were introduced in the 2000s. The coin also reflects the artistic traditions of United States coinage. Felix Schlagg's portrait of Jefferson remained in use for decades and became deeply fan-ho. Billions of nickels have been produced over the years. Each coin still carries meaningful symbols and messages. The phrases "In God We Trust" and "E pluribus unum" reinforce ideals of faith, unity, and patriotism that have appeared on American coins for generations. Today, the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel continues to be collected by hobbyists around the world. While it is not considered a rare coin in ordinary condition, high-grade examples and full-step specimens remain valuable within the numismatic community. The coin serves as a reminder of America's history, leadership, architecture, and national identity. Whether discovered in pocket change, saved in old coin albums, or carefully preserved in professional holders, the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel remains an enduring piece of American numismatic heritage and a lasting tribute to Thomas Jefferson's legacy. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel is an interesting and widely collected coin from the United States of America. This coin belongs to the famous Jefferson 5-cent series that has been circulating in America since 1938. The P mint mark on the coin indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important mint facilities in the United States. The coin carries several iconic inscriptions, including Liberty, "In God We Trust," "E pluribus unum," "United States of America," and 5 cents. These inscriptions represent American values, national unity, and historical tradition. Even though the 1998 P nickel is still considered a modern circulation coin, it remains highly popular among collectors because of its classic Thomas Jefferson design, historical background, and collectible varieties. The obverse side of the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the founding fathers of the nation. Jefferson played a major role in American history and is especially remembered for writing the Declaration of Independence and for the Louisiana Purchase. His portrait on the coin was designed by Felix Schlagg, whose artwork became one of the most recognized coin designs in American numismatic history. On the obverse, the word Liberty appears near the right side of Jefferson's portrait, followed by the year 1998. The national motto, "In God We Trust," is displayed prominently on the left side of the coin. The overall design is simple yet elegant, reflecting both patriotism and historical respect. The reverse side of the coin displays Monticello, the famous Virginia home of Thomas Jefferson. Monticello is considered an important symbol of American architecture and history. Above the image of Monticello appears the inscription, "E pluribus unum," a Latin phrase meaning "out of many one." This motto symbolizes the unity of the American states forming one nation. Below the building, the words Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America are clearly inscribed. The reverse design highlights Jefferson's legacy and his connection to American culture and leadership. Many collectors admire the sharp architectural detail found on well-preserved 1998 P. nickels. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel was struck using a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, which has been the standard composition for Jefferson nickels for decades. The coin weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. Its edge is plain rather than reeded, giving it the smooth appearance commonly associated with nickels. Because of its durable copper-nickel alloy, the coin resists corrosion and survives circulation relatively well. Millions of these coins were produced for everyday commerce, making them easy to find in circulation during the late 1990s and early 2000s. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of 1998 P. Jefferson nickels. The total mintage exceeded hundreds of millions of coins, which means a coin is common in circulated condition. Despite its high mintage, collectors still search for coins with excellent luster, sharp strikes, and minimal wear. Coins graded in mint state condition can carry a premium, especially those certified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Full-step nickels are particularly valuable. The term full steps refers to the visible steps on the image of Monticello on the reverse side. Coins with fully visible steps are considered better struck and more desirable among collectors. In circulated condition, the 1998 P. nickel is usually worth only face value, which is 5 cents. However, coins in uncirculated condition may sell for higher amounts depending on quality and grading. A brilliant uncirculated example with strong luster and few contact marks can be attractive to collectors building Jefferson nickel albums. High-grade full steps examples can reach significantly higher prices in the numismatic market. Although the coin is not considered rare, top-quality examples are more difficult to locate because many coins entered heavy circulation. The 1998 P. Jefferson nickel is also interesting because it represents the economic and cultural atmosphere of late 1990s America. During this period, the United States experienced technological growth, economic expansion, and the rise of the Internet age. Coins like the 1998 P. nickel circulated through stores, banks, vending machines, and daily transactions across the country. Every coin carries a silent connection to the people and events of its era. Collectors often appreciate not only the monetary value of coins, but also their historical significance and the stories they represent. Another fascinating aspect of the 1998 P. nickel is the possibility of mint errors and varieties. Some collectors search for off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clip planchets, or other unusual minting mistakes. Error coins can sometimes become much more valuable than regular examples, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Searching through rolls of Jefferson nickels remains a popular hobby because collectors hope to discover rare varieties, older dates, Silver War nickels, or valuable mint errors hidden among ordinary coins. The Jefferson nickel series has undergone several design changes over the decades, but the classic Monticello reverse design remained in use for many years, including 1998. This long-running design continuity makes Jefferson nickels an important part of American coinage history. Many collectors enjoy completing date and mint collections of Jefferson nickels because the series combines affordability, history, and attractive designs. The 1998 P issue serves as an accessible entry point for beginner collectors while still offering advanced collectors the challenge of locating top-condition specimens. Today, the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel continues to hold a place in coin collections around the world. While it may not be among the rarest American coins, its historical connection to Thomas Jefferson, its symbolic inscriptions, and its role in everyday American life make it an important collectible. The phrases "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum" reflect the ideals and identity of the United States, while the portrait of Jefferson and the image of Monticello honor one of the nation's greatest leaders. Whether found in pocket change, coin rolls, or collector albums, the 1998 P. Jefferson nickel remains a lasting symbol of American history and numismatic tradition.